Now, you ask any enhanced guy if steroids affect the brain? Nah, mate, I'm sharper on gear. Now, that's exactly what someone with frontal lobe inflammation is going to say. Gear doesn't just build traps, it changes how you think. Most guys don't realize every androgenic shot tilts your brain's balance. No need to worry though, lads, because this video right here is like PCT, but for your head. However, get ready for a shock, because what's happening in your head is only half of it. The real problem comes in when you mix high androgens with max effort training. Hold that thought though, as this will make more sense in a minute. As right now, let's talk about the part that all enhanced guys feel, and that's the mood of the compound. Here's the lineup, and each special medicine has its own attitude. Testosterone makes you very confident, and you're convinced everybody wants your advice, even if they don't ask. Primo makes you organized, and just filling out your cycle spreadsheet is one of the highlights of the week. Masteron, you get super focused and just judgmental enough to silently critique everyone else's form. Deca makes you extremely calm, so nothing seems to bother you, including things that probably should. Anavar, it's faster results, but faster mood swings. You feel amazing in the gym, but slightly dangerous everywhere else. Trembolone has you training like a machine, but trusting absolutely no one. And the take home is, each anabolic is going to tweak those neurotransmitters a little bit differently. And when you stack a few together, your brain's task manager starts glitching. Most guys won't notice it happening until their personality starts to reflect one of the compounds in the stack. So how do I keep the benefits of gear without completely losing my mind? Well, you don't fix it by pretending it's not there, because it's all going to catch up with you later. That brain fog and a short fuse just doesn't vanish. But here's the problem, no blood test can show you. As the more enhanced you get, the more confident everything feels, even when you're wrong. That's why you see guys on Test and Primo launching crypto projects on chest day. Ideas in your head don't get better, they just get a lot louder. And the hormone that is trying to keep things balanced is the one that most guys look to crush. Because on cycle, obviously everyone wants that dry look. They don't want to be bloated all the time. So they look to lower estradiol too much. But really that hormone is like a seatbelt for your brain, because it will keep mood, memory and focus in line. Even with the most disciplined setups, TRT, blast and cruising, it doesn't matter. Eventually you'll run into a wall if recovery for the brain is not built in. So the question is, can you reverse it and rebuild the brain after years of enhancement? Absolutely you can, and that is exactly where we're going to next. First up, we've got the rebuild phase, then the neuro stack, then I'm going to show you how to keep the gains without the brain fog. Firstly, what a lot of guys don't seem to realize, on steroids you can cook your brain just as fast as you can grow your muscles. Every heavy set can help you to grow, but it also creates oxidative stress. Think of them as tiny sparks inside your body. Normally, if you're natural, your system can clear them easily. Add the muscle juice, and those sparks, they turn into a bonfire. Now, you grow faster and recover quicker, but the neurons, they're starting to smoke. And looking at the data, MRI scans on long-term steroid users show up to 10% of less grey matter in areas that control memory and emotions. So you got 3D delts, but 2D decision making. Alright, that's it, I'm out. I'm cancelling my gym membership. No. Don't quit the gym. That's not the fix. Just have a specific protocol that allows you to train without roasting your brain at the same time. And this is where we start. Step 1, reduce inflammation and stop that internal wildfire. You've got NAC, that's your fire extinguisher. Curcumin cuts down inflammation. Fish oils to rebuild brain cell walls. Injectable glutathione, and that will help you mop up what's left. So that's how you put out the fire. Next up, we resync brain chemistry. L-theanine soothes that wired edge so focus doesn't flip into anxiety. L-tyrosine, that's raw material for dopamine. 5-HTP restores serotonin rhythm. Ashwagandha helps you rein in cortisol. But supplements only handle the chemistry. You still need to rebuild the hardware. And this foundation is what keeps neurons powered and protected in the long term. So we're looking to add SAM-E to rebuild glutathione, which is your antioxidant firewall. Ubiquinol keeps your mitochondria firing instead of lagging. And alpha-lipoic acid, this keeps your blood flow sharp under pressure. All of this is restoring the factory settings before you void the warranty. But here's the part where most people skip out. The hormones that are going to make your brain feel human again. HCG, DHEA, and pregnenolone. They don't just support your testosterone, they rebuild neural steroids that are going to drive confidence, mood, and focus. Also, there are some tools that don't just protect, they repair. MOTS-C, which restores mitochondrial output. BPC-157 improves blood flow within the brain. Sobrolacin reconnects neurons. And C-Max, that's a dopamine balance, gives you focus under pressure. Now, I know it's a lot of weird names, but they are going to be worth it if they help you find your long-lost Bitcoin seed phrase from back in 2012. Oh, and if you're also running growth hormone and T4, that's your voltage layer. Add in some PQQ, and you're basically giving your neurons new batteries. So now we've got a little bit more power upstairs, let's talk daily protection. The daily brain insurance stack looks like this. Lion's mane, uridine, and choline are your brain builders. Vitamins B, D3 and E keep the wiring alive. Taurine and rhodiola stop you from frying it. Now, you can stack all the nootropics that you want, but if you're not sleeping properly, you're just upgrading a system that you shut down every night. As deep sleep is the key for anyone enhanced, as that's when the brain is going to detox itself. And if you miss that window, yeah, you might wake up stronger, but you're also going to wake up dumber, moodier, and one step closer to burnout. So this additional sleep stack should help. Melatonin, glycine, and the peptide DSIP. But wait, even if I take all that stuff, how will I know my brain isn't still melting? Okay, well that's going to show up in the blood work, and these markers are going to help you tell the story. HSCRP under 1, homocysteine under 10, cystatin C and estradiol within range. If those markers are dialed in general, the blood work won't be what's holding you back. Which brings us to a deload of your mind, because that wired but empty feeling after weeks of hard training, it's not fatigue, you're nearly burnt out. So maybe it's time to pull back the intensity, reset the sleep, and let the nervous system catch up. Sounds like it's time to take a holiday then. Potentially, yeah. And when you're out there, remember, building muscle on gear is easy, but keeping your brain online, now that is the real game. Either way, if you think you might need some help and guidance on your mission to level up, you can reach out. Below this video, in the description box, there's a link. You hit that link and I'll get back to you as fast as I can. Next video, the 3 silent ways in how steroids can wreck your heart. Because there's no point looking like Superman if you're breathing like a fax machine. This is Dr. James. I'm out.